What's something your friend did as a kid that was really messed up but called for? When I was 12, I had a friend named Josh who had a pretty bad home life. His dad was an alcoholic and would always beat him and his mom when he got drunk. One day, Josh came to school with a huge bruise on his face and told me it was because he accidentally dropped a plate. That night, he stayed over at my house and eventually told me how his dad would always do things like this. I told my parents and they immediately called the police. Josh ended up staying at our house for a few days, but one night, his dad came knocking on our door. My dad answered and he was furious. He was screaming about how we took his son away from him and was demanding we let him see Josh. My dad told him to leave, and he eventually did. But the next day, we found out he had broken into our garage and stole some of my dad's tools. He was arrested, and we didn't hear from him for a while. A few months later, Josh's mom got back together with him, and they moved out of state. A few years later, Josh called me and said his dad was getting drunk again and was hitting him and his mom. He said he was going to do something about it, and I never heard from him again. I later found out he had shot his dad and was sentenced to life in prison.